Annual Report 2018-2019. What began as St. Joseph's College on St. John's Hill, St. Joseph's Boys High School has grown from its humble beginnings to gargantuan proportions in size, in fame, and most of all in influence. Today we celebrate 160 years of resilience, untiring efforts, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Meticulous foresight has been the armour and the shield of the Jesuit fathers as they continue to leave an indelible mark on the character, the personality, and the charisma of every Josephite. Guided by the principles of their founder, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, directed by the ethos of looking after the lost, the last, and the least, and steered by the motto of faith and toil, the management and the staff of SJBHS have fostered holistic development, nurtured out-of-the-box thinking, and promoted secular thought among the stakeholders. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and a very warm welcome to a kaleidoscope of events that has formed an integral part of the academic year 2018-2019. At the very onset of the academic year, we welcomed in our midst our rector, Reverend Father Brian Pereira, S.J., who is also the Vice President of the Bengaluru Jesuit Educational Society, the Administrator of the Primary School, Reverend Father Alvin D'Souza, S.J., and our very own member of the teaching faculty, Mr. Uday Kumar, as the new Vice Principal. Charles Kettering rightly said that high achievement always takes place in the framework of high expectation. However, the school places a strong emphasis on educational excellence without creating an atmosphere of pressure and stress. The academic year began on an academic high note as the Josephites of the ICSE and the ISE section finished this year with a 100% pass percentage, leaving no stone unturned in giving their very best. In the ICSE section, Mohammed Abu Bakr stood first, scoring 97.5%. Ranking second was Harsh Lalwani with 96.66%. Dhruv Ravi Krishnan stood third, his score being 96.33%. The ISE results were nothing short of exceptional. In the science stream, Ilakya Fantinus Kamalam, JK, topped the state scoring 99.2%. Ilakya has found a place for herself in the top 1% of ISE achievers in the country. The second rank was bagged by Nishant Aradhya Sadananda, who scored 96%. Shiksha Kumari and Vanya Surana tied for the third rank with 95.2%. In the commerce stream, Gaurav M. Nahar got the first rank with 98%. Dhruti Hampesh and Rohan S. tied at 97.4% to get the second rank, while Akash Udupa ranked third, scoring 96.8%. The staff attended a 2-day orientation program, which was followed by one for the parents of the newly admitted LKG students and another for the parents of the 11th standard students. Hard work and achievement is always appreciated and rewarded. The annual speech and prize day for the primary and senior section was well attended by the proud parents who accompanied the prize-winning children. July is especially dedicated to the founder of the Society of Jesus, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, a great visionary who is the inspiration behind the remarkable work of the Jesuits. A number of competitions marked the celebration. At Joseph's, an interactive, collaborative, and informative curriculum forms the very basis of the academia. Projects, PowerPoint presentations, and the digital smartboard-aided teaching have set the stage for our quizzing wizards, debate experts, and computer science geniuses. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them, said Albert Einstein. The school proudly boasts of renowned scientists Sabir Bhatia and Padma Shri Dipankar Banerjee among a host of other such greats. The myriad activities held during the year bear testimony to the foundation laid by the school in moulding future scientists. The annual Science and Technology Fest Transcendence saw 471 participants from over 18 schools. The intra-school fests Ukrainium and Infinity were hugely successful and participation was high. The fest revealed an overwhelming desire to use science as a boon, and the unique battle for supremacy in technological know-how garnered wholehearted participation from the Einsteins and Newtons of Joseph's. Catch them young and watch them grow is not just a catchy phrase, but an honest endeavor of the school to mold our young ones into becoming citizens who influence the world in the future. The school believes in the holistic development of every child. Along with academic excellence, a multifaceted growth in various dimensions of one's personality is facilitated. The school provides a platform for the shaping of future diplomats, bureaucrats, CEOs, and creative artists. The first intra-school literary festival, ELIT, was marked by fiery debates and unleashed raw talent. The 6th edition of SJBHS Model United Nations was inaugurated by Ms. Lata Reddy. The MUN Chapter 2018 was a representation of the 8 main committees of the United Nations. With over 300 participants, the deliberations, while focusing on the art of diplomacy and negotiation, was a peek into a teenager's power-packed solutions to the problems of the world community. The world, not only today but in the future as well, runs on the wheels of money and trade. The varied aspects of marketing, finance, human resources and public relations were skillfully brought under one roof in the Commerce Fest by Frost. With a participation of 15 schools, the fest saw the best in management skills and supremacy of the calm gurus in crisis management. A phenomenal event that Bangalore practically waits for, SJBHS Phenomenon, the cultural and literary fest cum carnival, has every year drawn unprecedented crowds to a fusion of students' creativity, children's fun and games, and an explosion of music and entertainment. A week-long talent hunt by the OBA brought to the fore the capabilities of our students in a plethora of events ranging from singing and quizzes to debating and elocution in the popular OBA buzz. Commemorating the landmark achievement of 160 years of excellence, the school put up a Broadway musical, Billy Elliot, celebrating music, theatre and dance. Multiple shows were staged for an audience of about 12,000. With 2 casts comprising a total of around 250 students and staff and student volunteers numbering 500, the totally heartwarming, life-affirming show has been acclaimed by audiences and critics alike and received great appreciation from all, especially for the beautiful message that it conveyed, which is of particular significance in the present scenario. A shout-out to parents not to unduly influence the educational and career choice of their children, even if it is unconventional. It urges students to not only dream big, but also pursue their dreams. In a school that has made an indelible mark on the national and international scene, with at least 8 Olympians, 6 national hockey players, and 3 international cricketers, it goes without saying that the core philosophy of the administrators of this 160-year-old institution has been a holistic education that includes games and sports. The school encourages the students to hone their sporting talent through various clubs like aquatic and swimming, table tennis, badminton, basketball, cricket, football, hockey, and sports shooting. The annual sports day for juniors and seniors had, as always, a festive air and saw active and enthusiastic participation. The atmosphere at the poolside was nothing short of electric at the annual aquatic meet. The strong support and backing of the school is what results in our sportsmen raking in laurels galore. It was a double bonanza in the prestigious Father Eric Vaz Memorial Under-14 and Centenary Shield Under-17 inter-school hockey tournaments, where SJBHS beat Vidyashilp Academy and Baldwin Boys High School respectively. Football was again a double whammy, where SJBHS won the Baldwin Shield in both the seniors and juniors category. It was celebration all the way when in cricket we won the KSEA State School Under-16 Championship and were the runners-up in the Cottonian Shield. The triathlon, a PTA initiative consisting of a triad of 3 phases in a single non-stop event, 50 meters swimming, 1.2 kilometers cycling and 200 meters running race, revealed the determination, stamina and resilience of the participants. MARGES, the Jesuit principle of more or greater, simply translates into the management, staff and students going beyond their call of duty. The moral and social consciousness of the students is awakened with every activity related to the society at large. The entire year was dotted with events that not only encouraged every Josephite to be academically competent, but also enthused them to be unselfish in the service of their fellow men and women, while becoming agents of needed social change, thus living a full human existence. Various outreach programs, especially the twinning program at Manvi and Anikal, where 2 schools have been adopted, has been very successful in not only making our children aware of the world they have inherited, but also preparing them to grow with compassion for poor and disadvantaged children. The threat of global warming, greenhouse gases, acid rain and imbalance in nature is real and already beginning to manifest itself in violent tsunamis, raging forest fires, unprecedented rain and extreme weather conditions in various parts of the globe. Josephites from the primary to the ISE section are all too familiar with these rapid and frightening changes and are doing their bit for the environment. SJBHS celebrated its first Go Green Fest, Viridescence, with the primary aim of creating a culture of sustainability and increasing student awareness about several environmental issues that plague our planet today. In a solemn and poignant valedictory ceremony, the school bid farewell to the students of Standard 10 and 12. In a beautiful blend of traditional ceremony and symbolism, the outgoing seniors passed on the baton to their juniors, inspiring them to follow the thousands such who have proudly marched before them. The senior classes elected their representatives and the investiture ceremony marked the change of guard. There are reasons to unwind and to celebrate, despite a tightly packed calendar. The national festivals are celebrated with much gaiety and pride, and the religious festivals highlighted with full secular fervour. The school rejoiced on Kannada Rajyotsava and revelled in the jubilant spirit of Children's and Teachers' Day. The class-wise picnics, field trips and excursions brought about a sense of team spirit and camaraderie, a celebration of social inclusiveness and companionship which is the hallmark of the Josephite spirit. In keeping with the secular fabric of SJBHS and the strong need to sensitize students to the multitude of religious beliefs followed in our country, inter-religious prayer services were held, which helped to foster a spirit of tolerance and healthy respect for others. Gratitude and celebration of loyalty and service to the school marked the function honouring the retirement of Mrs. Tarini Dinakar and Mr. Sundar Ramanna. Mr. Francis was also felicitated for 25 years of service to the school. Change is the only constant. The end of the year saw the staff bid a touching farewell to Reverend Father Clifford Sequeira, thanking him for 6 fruitful years as the principal. The school joyfully welcomed the new principal, Reverend Father Sunil Cletus Fernandez, under whose capable leadership it would no doubt scale great heights. Growth and development through orientations and seminars are an integral part of the grand scheme of things at Joseph's. Teachers' training sessions, parenting sessions, and workshops for students are held with the purpose of keeping abreast with a fast-paced world. It is for this very reason that regular PTMs, remedial classes, collaborative teaching, various Olympiads, various clubs, public speaking classes, the use of the digital library, and the junior wing of the Cubs, in addition to the Scouts and NCC, have been incorporated into the curriculum. The academic year 2018-19, rich and full of achievements and experience, has now moved on to the year 2019-20. But here at SJBHS, we still feel that there is so much more to do. We face every challenge with faith and toil to raise the bar higher than before. As we conclude, we take this opportunity to thank our collaborators, the OBA, the PTA, the parents, and all our well-wishers. As we come to the threshold of crossing one more milestone, we recall the words of the famous poet Robert Frost. "But I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep."